Hey guys, how's it going? TheHaggardNerd here. Welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. The last 3 episodes, we basically kind of messed around with that whole challenge thing, and it got to the point where I was not able to make it to that other platform because the control was not working out for me. So we're going to go ahead and hop over into creative, which is, I think, the main thing people play in this game. So YouTube, save, yeah. And we're just going to kind of mess around and see what we can do for the next 30 minutes, just to have some fun. All right, so when you start, where? I was standing on the side of a cliff. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's not die. Anyway, when you start this game, you have this manual here that basically tells you everything you need to know about how the basic stuff works in the game, which is kind of cool. You got blocks, parts, interactive parts, consumables, and you got your different tools and stuff, which is kind of cool. It tells you how to build a vehicle, which we've been doing for the past 3 episodes. The bearings, which are kind of cool. You can control them either by engines, by cockpits, or by these controller blocks, which are kind of interesting. And then we have the lift, which helps you upright your vehicles. You have click and drag. Oh, the connect tool. That's what I've been using to connect my wires. I got the driver's seat, which is self-explanatory. You got the gas engine, same thing. Thruster triggers. Triggers are interesting. You got switches, you got buttons, you got sensors. And basically, anytime any of these are activated, it sends a signal to activate what it's connected to, which is kind of cool. You got your controller, which then you can set up steps and do things such as like open a door and then have that door do stuff. Okay, so what it's saying here is you put basically a wall of blocks on top of one bearing and then a secondary wall, line of blocks on a secondary bearing. And what happens is the door closes first and then it brings down the like a locking mechanism. So that's kind of cool. And then what else do we have? It tells you about the controller. You can do it in steps, which is kind of cool. You can tell it to turn a certain amount of degrees one direction or the other, fine tuning and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. And then you got a logic gate. So you can get like really, really crazy in depth into this game. So basically with this door here, if you have something where like you want to come in, but somebody on the other side also has to push the button in order for the door to open, you can set up an AND gate or an AND gate. If you want it to where either side can open the button, you can set it up with an OR gate. And so if I push it from the outside, as long as one signal's active, it'll open the door, so on and so forth. I'm sure that's not exactly what this is explaining here, but that was my example off the top of my head. Anyway, so there's not a lot to this game other than the fact that you can just create all kinds of stuff. And when I say all kinds of stuff, you got your sensor, you got horns, you got your logic gate, you got timers. You can set up a logic gate on a timer, so that way when you set a pulse for like a second, then like say if you hit a button and it takes a second to cue the logic gate, and then when you turn it turns off immediately. You can do stuff like that, like delayed timers and stuff like that. You got radios, you got the controller thing, you got different, you got a bathtub for whatever reason, pistons, you got a spud gun, which is great. Your different wheels, what are those? That's headlamps, satellite reflector dish. I mean, you can just build all kinds of crazy, funky stuff. Some of these don't really have a purpose other than decorative, but it's just kind of fun to have like a rubber ducky and a boot and a sink and all that good stuff. And then of course over here, your tools and stuff. You have a sledgehammer, so if something's coming your way, you can knock stuff around. You got your connect tool, which I've showed you already. You got a paint tool, so if you want to change the color of something, that's all that is. Weld tool, so if you got 2 things you've created and you want to put them together, use the weld tool in order to do that. You got your handbook, which we already looked through, and then you have the spud gun, which you can use to, I guess, shoot spuds, which is fine. So of course you guys know what I've been working on so far, so we're just gonna do more of the same just to get started, just to have something to drive around on. I'm gonna make this one a little bit bigger just because I'm not too worried about stuff, and I want to be able to have room if I need to do something with it. So this is going to be more of a truck, I guess. So just doing the usual. Just going to put it like right there. We're going to put the engine in the back. Nothing special. We're going to put a little bit of control, suspension on it. It's kind of like we did before with the other build. Actually, we don't need. Oh, that's suspension, right? Derp. Okay. So I think 2 up is what I did. Sure. Let's raise it up, get our suspension going. And I do want the off-road suspension, so we'll use that, and I'm going to put that in place of the concrete there for whatever reason. So I'm going to put that there, and then there. And I realize now that my rear should have probably come down a little bit further because of the steering block I need to put in. So let's get rid of these guys, put that there, get rid of these guys, put that there, and then put these back on. It's going to be a tall truck, it seems, but hey, I'll have clearance, and that's important. So put our bearings in. I know you guys are getting sick of me just making cars at this point, but this is what we're going to do for the next little bit, just so we can get it going. And those aren't even at all, so we're going to have to put another extra block back here. I mean, that's going to be all right, right? Oh, that's really high up. Don't forget there's a workshop too. There's a workshop. That's new to me. What workshop are you talking about? Okay, let's put some wheels on. I'm going to use the big wheels because, as we discussed before, I like the big wheels. Are those even? Those are not even. Okay, I didn't need to come down too. How did I get that math wrong? Very carefully, I would assume. You can get other people's stuff from Steam. Oh, so I'd have to go searching through Steam on stream. I'm not going to do that. That's good to know, though. I'll have to check that out at a later time. All right, so let's go ahead and drop this down into the ground because that makes sense. I'm also going to do like I did before with that first and give myself some steps and hopefully not mess it up this time. Oops. There we go. All right, and then let's drop this. Let's set our power. Let's go ahead and set this at like, let's have some fun with some 5. And then let's go ahead and wire everything up. So we have our cockpit going to control that. We have that controlling this. And that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to need to go ahead and rotate these. And then we have going here. Is this the wrong side or is that the right side? This is the wrong side. And now we have a nice little truck we can drive around on and explore the land. Oh yeah. Can I make it up? I can. Okay. The question is though, can I just like, yeah, I can just do that. So that's kind of moot. Now we got a nice, little bouncy drivable truck. But I'm on top of a hill. Is there a way to get down other than just slinging myself off? Oh. Haha. All right, I'm just going to go for it. Bye-bye. Do not die. Yeah, I don't think there's dying in this game. So here, now when you're upside down, you can just click your vehicle, plop it right back up, and you're good to go. Of course, you got to remember to do that. So yeah, this is just kind of an open area. What do you guys want to try to make? I know something really simple we can make to start with. We'll start with some blocks. Actually, I want to get into a clear area. Is that like a little pond? No, it's just a bumpy area. It's like a dirt track looking thing. Oh man, okay, I'm gonna have to turn down the speed on this because apparently I can't keep it under control. Okay. Let's try that. There we go. Monster truck. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, that's a lot more controllable. It's not as fun, but it's more controllable. Okay, this should work. So you guys know what our chaos pendulum is? Okay, so Oh, I'm trying to use freaking Minecraft. Hold shift down to not fall mechanics. Wow. So chaos pendulum is an interesting thing in physics where you have a standard pendulum will just fall and swing like normal. But then with a chaos pendulum, you have like 2 or 3 additional attachments, which is kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put... And the entire length can't be the same full length as this, so I need to let it have at least 1 block from the base. So I'm going to add maybe just 2 more. Dink, dink. No, let's add a couple more. There we go. Then add another of those, and then add that to the front. And then 1 more. And these 2 bearings on the outside I'm not going to do anything with. I'm just going to let them hang, and that should be fine. Okay, so I know this doesn't make any sense, but bear with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into my inventory. I'm going to get one of those electric engines because I think that's going to be the best option. Let's put that there. Let's put this just down here. It doesn't really matter, I guess. And then I want to do, I guess, a switch. So let's put the switch down here. So we can turn it on and off. And then let's wire this up to that. And then we're going to wire this up to this. So that way that'll turn that on and off. And so basically what happens is when this first pendulum thing starts to turn around, it'll start applying forces on these other 2 pendulums. And as it starts spinning around, these other 2 pendulums will start spinning around chaotically. And that's why they call it a chaos pendulum, which is kind of a cool thing. I mean, I can't explain the physics of it or whatever, but it's a very cool thing that, just a little demonstration. Oh, well, it would help if I would have attached that properly. So let's redo this. It won't take long. Well, at least I found out that way and not some other explodey way. Okay, so let's, can we just do something maybe a little bit longer? Put that there. 2, there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just put like 3 more at the bottom. That might still be too long. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I just need to make sure that wasn't long enough to where it was going to hit the ground. It might snag it. No, it's not going to snag it there. That might be a little too fast because the centrifugal force is keeping it pulled out. Centrifugal? Centrifugal? I don't know. Okay, so one of the things with I realize now is that the way chaos pendulum works, you have to get it to the top and then let it go. Because right now, what's happening is the motor is still acting upon it. So what I need to do is instead of having the bearing there powered, what I need to do is have something that lifts it up and then drops it and then be done. So that's going to be a little bit funky. Do we have steps that we can use to climb up? Because that would make things infinitely easier. We do have staircase. Okay. Nope. I did not grab it. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna turn this around to where I can. I'm assuming. Oh crap. That I can just build this and climb up without any sort of problem. All right. That's what this is for, right? Seems to be the case. I could be wrong. Been known to be wrong. Okay, Okay, that's not gonna work. I have to make that out a lot further. Okay. Still a lot of this game that I gotta figure out. There we go, we're almost to the top. And I realized I put that on in odd directions. There we go. There we go, now I can reach the top without any sort of problems. Nice. Okay, so we have the thing that lifts it up. Let's go ahead and knock this off. Okay, let's get the wires off here. Okay. So you see how it goes crazy? I would like to have more oomph on it, so I want to figure this out. I want to figure out a way to get it lifted up, and then once it's lifted up, then we can deal with the rest later. So it would need to be something that would turn, and then once it hits a certain point, it pulls out. So I wonder if we can use one of these controller things. I've not used the controller before, but I'm thinking maybe if we can set it to where it'll turn on for a bit and then turn off after X amount of time. No bearings connected. Okay, so if we go with the wiring, now this is me just kind of experimenting at this point. So now if we go in here and we look at it, we can say, oh, I guess we have to, oh, okay, I see how that works. So we put it at 180 and not loop. Let's do it fast. And then we can do, I guess, I mean, I don't know if that works or not. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. So maybe this needs to be here. Huh. Okay, that works. Okay, anybody want to help me out here? Why can't I get power to that? Oh, this is the thing. Okay. You don't need the power for that. Okay, so after that, I guess I don't see a way for it to say don't do it anymore. I mean, we can have it do that. We can do back and forth. If we do loop, that's kind of dumb, but I mean, it kind of demonstrates that you get that weird motion out of the bottom two arms. Of course, you normally get that in a full circle. But let's take this down a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit faster. So yeah, it's just chaos pendulum, because then you get these really interesting little flails that you get from the bottom. I don't know. I just find that interesting. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there because why not? That's a stupid thing. Something else I wanted to work on is figuring out a way to do like a rail system to see if you can make like a monorail. See if we could have like, actually, let me put this on a lift. There we go. So then the idea would be to have something in the middle. That is at least one tire wide, maybe two. Yeah, 2 tires wide, I think. I think we just need the small wheels in this instance. Yeah, we probably just do that. Actually, I'm gonna make this. Oh, you know, I realize if I'm going to be making this a mono wheel, it needs to be able to turn and have pivot points. So let's get rid of this. Now, I don't know how I'm going to be able to apply. actually make like a monorail track. I have no idea, but I'm gonna try. So if I were to just put this like here, maybe make like a step just to get started, and figure out a way to put the actual thing up on the rail. That's gonna be interesting. So there's that. And then the question would be, how would I do turns and stuff like that? Because that would make no sense. Is there anything I could use? I mean, there's curved pipes, which is interesting. Maybe I could consider something like that, but that looks like a 90-degree. So mess with that in a second. Are there any other things? Maybe like a slow bend? Because that'd be nice. No idea. Yeah, that's... that ain't gonna work. That's way too small. Yeah, well, I mean, if we can go straight line, I mean, straight line is better than nothing, right? Can I just click and drag? Oh my god, I can. Okay. That makes things a lot easier. For a distance. And I realize maybe if I can just drive it over here, if I can have it be like a dual sort of thing, I could drive it over here and load on to the rail. And the objective would be to basically get from point A to point B and be able to transition seamlessly from one side to the other. And it looks like this right here, this kind of deep area will be the main testing bit, because once we hit these tall bits, but then again, I could retract the wheels. Let's do that. Okay, so how I'm going to do this. So, again, let's do 4. Actually, 6. But the thing is, I want the middle to be open. So that whole linked thing I was talking about is not going to be an option. Let's get rid of this. Oh, right. I forgot. That's the thing that happens. So put the bearings on the middle. This is probably way too... Yeah, this is way too wide. Okay. So, let's just get rid of this. So it only needs to be 4 wide. So let's do something like this. Work out from the side. So if it only needs to be 4 wide, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Make like an H. Let's do working 4s. I guess this would be 5, but it's fine. And then we can put the bearings on the inside. So that way it can grab onto the rail. I would assume that's how that works. So it's, yeah, that's gonna be kind of cool looking. There's that. And then what I'm gonna do is get rid of this. And then come up and over. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh crap, I done messed it up. Put that in right there. Put that in right there. And then we're gonna do kind of an up and over kind of deal. I think we can get away with that close of clearance. There we go. And then I'm going to do this. And get rid of this middle bit. So now we have We have something that will sit on top of the rail, but we need to be able to drive along it without losing traction. So then, what I'm thinking, you know those little side grabby wheels? We could have made this 3 wide. Let's do that. No need to overbuild. Says the guy that overbuilds everything. Okay, so if we come here and then come down. Well, I didn't mean to attach that to the wheel. That's funny. And I know this is going to be kind of silly because we're not going to be able to attach this side to the wheel, but there's a point to this, and I'll explain that in a second. So let's pick this up. Let's grab this. Do that. There we go. That makes things a little bit easier. Let's put this there. This there. So now what I'm thinking is if we go 1 out on each side, I guess I should probably do this just for the sake of doing it. There you go. Be able to make these go here. And then if I'm thinking, oh, that's not far enough down. Okay. Okay. That's good. We can just go 1 more down. Now, the point of this is to get the monorail to stick to the rail itself. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was stuck there for a second. So let's go ahead and put our bearings in so it can grip left and right and we won't fall off. Yeah, that looks like that's going to work. Because see, then that block will fit nicely in between here, assumedly. That's the idea, at least. And then, of course, if we want to get funky with this, we could put like suspension and stuff in this too, but I'm not really trying to go that far with it. So now we have our basic monorail shape. Now the thing would be to make this modular to where I could turn it into a regular vehicle if I wanted to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of these here. And then I'm going to basically have some extensions come out. Is it 5? I think it was 5. It was 6. Do the same thing to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet. And then this is going to be ugly as sin, but if it works, that's all that matters. Now, the point of this is to basically have a controller. When I hit a button, it'll drop these down to where they'll be sticking out far enough down on the ground to where I can control them, and I can have wheels that will move me forward. When it's not down, I'll have access to the or I'll be using the bottom basically to go on the rail. That's the idea, at least. And of course, I need to figure out some control as far as steering goes. So what I'm going to do, super simple. I'm just going to remove these, and then I'm going to. This is going to be really weird, but hopefully it'll work. There we go. Bearings here. Oh, did I do that? I feel like it is wrong. Okay. Okay, I got it now. And then let's just do these on the outside. One side is not parallel. Yeah, it is. It is now, at least. Okay, so there's that. So then the next thing would be to give myself a little bit of space up here to sit on. I guess we don't need all this opened up. Oh. There we go.
Yes.
Oh, Connor, what's up, buddy? And then we'll go ahead and, you know, I keep forgetting that I have multiple hotbars that I can use. Okay, let's use a bike, because why not? Why not? That's 3Y2, so that works. So do that, and then I'm going to go with the electric engine, because I do prefer the electric engine. That's kind of a cool thing. I guess I could have moved all this up by one. Too much. Good enough. And then electric engine. Let's rotate this sideways so it at least fills up the three wide block there. Okay, so let's go ahead and wire some stuff up. This is going to be a little funky. So the one engine is going to power all the wheels. And by all the wheels, I mean 5 of the wheels total. And by 5 of the wheels total, I mean 4 of the wheels total, and 2 in the back, and we're not going to have 4-wheel drive. Now that I'm thinking about this. Yeah, that should work. And then that is going to control that. And then that is going to control these guys. And then I need to figure out my button for how to raise and lower this stuff. So just for starters, I'm going to hop on. I'm going to hop off. I'll remove this. That's exactly what I expected it to do. But what about my turning? My turning's backwards. That's what I wanted to test. So let's hop off here. Let's raise this up. And I realize the episode's going to be going a little bit long here, but I wanted to go ahead and just get this done. So controller. So let's go with the actual controller. Where you at? Where you at? There. Let's put that there. And then I will put this just on the back here. That's fine. And then this is going to control all of these guys. 1 and 2, 3, and 4. And then, okay, so what we want to have happen is when power is activated, put that there. And then we'll wire this to that. And then we'll wire this to that. So when I hit the switch, everything should stay the same. But when I hit the switch, these need to drop by a certain percentage. So we needed to rotate it on blue on 1. So 1 needs to go blue, let's just say 45 degrees. 2 needs to go red 45 degrees. And then, oh, excuse me. And then 3 needs to go red 45 degrees. What about 4? 4 needs to go blue. Okay. 3 is red, 4 is blue. 3 is red for 45 blue. And we're going to make this slow. All right. So the idea, if I let go of this, they're going to stay in place. And then when I hit the switch, it's going to raise up. Oh, that's too much. Okay, 45 is too much. So let's do 30, 25. Okay, 20, let's do 25. There we go. Okay, so now I turned it off. Should go into monorail mode. Oh, and that's not cool. It needs to be set to 0. Oh well, I ain't worried about it. So I hit it again. There we go. Now let's see if we can drive this thing. Of course I didn't do anything with my engine. Okay, so that needs to be, let's make it slow. It needs to be slow. And I need to check the direction of the wheels. So there we go. Oh, I didn't even link those up. Okay. Right, because the front is not... I got it. Okay. And that needs to go that way. Okay, let's hop in. My steering is backwards. Why did I thought my steering was fine, but I guess I was not correct with that. Okay, let's speed this up just a hair. By hair, I mean 2 full notches. There we go. Was it not going to turn for me? Probably not. Not as well as I'd like, at least. Oh, it's supposed to be, this is, oh wow, this is not working at all. I was hoping it would. It's not really like a bike though. This is not something I would sell to a middle income family with multiple kids with soccer practice. We're gonna drive this one all the way around. How do you get nerd coins? Well, if you do !shop and look at the top of the website there, there's a thing that goes into detail about all the different ways you can gain nerd coins. I feel like I could speed this up a little bit and be all right. There we go. That feels a little bit better. Turning radius on this is terrible. Okay, the question is, can I line it up? I'm already off a little bit. Okay. All right. All right. So far, so good. Get lined up. Nope. Nope. Not even close. Okay. This is going to be the hardest part. Now watch me not be able to get this thing on here. I've never done this before, so it could very well fail. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. It requires a second engine. Which means I can go ahead and remove the power to these. And then what I'm going to do is the secondary power is going to grab this, and this. And then that one's going to turn that way. That one's turning correctly. That one's going to go this direction. And then these are going to go up to the front wheels, so we'll have 4-wheel drive again. So we got that way. And then this is also going to get controlled by that. Okay, let's try that. First you don't succeed. Try again. Of course, I realize that this is probably, oh goodness, really slow. That's expected though. Oh, it's pulling me on. But I'm really off. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, let's speed that second one up a little bit. It doesn't help that I'm coming in on a weird sideways angle. Okay. 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 Yeah. Get on there. Get on there. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. We're not angled right, but oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, did it? Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Oh no. Oh. Okay, well, I didn't account for leaning to the side. But the idea is there. And I'll call that a win. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Ran a little bit long, but hopefully that's okay. But guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this playthrough of Scrap Mechanic. This is a community voted game. So this is the thing you guys voted for. So game suggestions are currently up for February's community voted game. So make sure you go and you find there's a thread on the community tab on YouTube. So if you go and you look there, there's a thread there. All you got to do is just add new games to just God damn, add a new comment, and in the new comment, add the game you would like to have suggested. And if there's other games already there, make sure you like or dislike them based on if you like the games or not. And make sure you check back before the end of the month to see if new games have been added and do the same thing. The top 5 number of games that have the highest likes minus dislikes will go on to the final round of voting. And that's what we will do next week, or excuse me, next month. So that's how that works. Anyway, guys, yeah, this is a fun game. If I spent time with this and kind of figured out the different ways and the different little quirks and stuff in this game, I could have a lot of fun. But right now, there's not really there's no story. So I'm kind of lost and just kind of dicking around like you've seen here. It is what it is. Hopefully you enjoyed it though. I think this is a pretty fun little sandbox game. It's interesting. I love physics games anyway, so it's good stuff. Anyway, guys, yeah. So guys, be awesome, be excellent to each other. And I'll catch you in another video. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.